So excited today. I got 2 boxes and I think they came in from China because it said it was from Australia, but I don't think it is Australian. So let's open up quick, have a quick look. Using my key, good old caravan key. These are for my caravan. I've got some LiFepo4 batteries off eBay. Now, I bought these myself, so they were on special. They were 10% off if you've got an eBay Plus account, which my wife has, not me, so she bought them. And I think they cost me about $750, so what's that make it? It's around about 300, 350, 375 each, a battery. So that's Australian, so I don't know what that's American. There's foam, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the battery's here. Okay, so it's got a little book comes with it. I thought they had stickers on the side, they do. So let's get it out and have a look. So straight up, the battery is quite light. It has a BMS for Australians, and yeah, 700 and discharge in 5 seconds, 125 amps, and cycle 2,000 cycles. So this will charge up and discharge more times than a lead acid. Its nominal voltage is 12.8, so I haven't tested that yet. I'll have to go and get a multimeter to check that. They've got a standard connectors on here. I think I could probably get this apart and have a quick look inside it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to, because that would void the warranty on it. Or would it? So they've kind of heat shrunk the sides. So you could probably pop it and have a look if you needed to. I'm not going to bother, I'm just going to see if it works. Anyway, that's it for this one. Okay, if you hear the dogs in the background, that's my neighbour's dogs. Having a great old time. Okay, let's have a look at this. This battery is meant to be 12.8 to 14.6. Now we'll get the multimeter in a second, check it. Maximum charging, it says on here, is 50 amps. Whereas on the paperwork it says it's 20 amps. Or was that standard? No, standard charging was 20 amps, but they're still saying 50 amps here. Maximum discharge 125. Well, I don't believe that at all, because the actual paperwork from this company, which is, I'm guessing, Chinese, where is it saying it? Oh no, it does say 125 for 5 seconds. It does say standard discharge 20, but it says standard current, charging current should be 20, not 50, and I don't know how you're going to get that with the wiring we've got in here. Now I've got to replace these 2 batteries here I've had sitting in here to replace the other ones. These aren't the right batteries for it, but I'll be getting rid of these and replacing them with these here. Now I was going to test them, and yeah, I was going to do a whole test and review on them. Biggest problem is I have 3 solar panels on the roof, and I'm not sure how they've wired these up originally. This is, some of it's my wiring that I've done later, but I don't think there's a switch off for the solar panel, so I'm a bit worried about that. Now, it's not a good thing to have current coming down through there. I will go inside the caravan and check if I can turn it off, so that I can turn the system off and then replace these 2 batteries. And over time I'll be able to give you an idea, probably not this week, I'll probably do a review of it in the next couple of months, how the batteries are actually holding up inside the caravan. Now I'd love to cut them open, but see, the thing is, I'm just a small channel, I don't ask for Patreon, I don't have any Patreons, and I wouldn't rip people off like that. Would try not to anyway. It would help if someone would come along and give me a hand, but to be honest, I'm not expecting that. So I'm on a pension. I'm trying to do this on the cheap. I don't get much money at all from YouTube, if that. So, you know, it might take every couple of months before I get something from YouTube. So yeah, we're trying the Volta batteries. So I would expect these to have the blue cells inside them. I'm not sure how they're rigged. They feel quite light, so I'd say that there'd be a way of breaking these batteries open and having a look inside. Looks like they did have a sealable top. Now, I wonder if you can take these out and have a quick look inside. Not sure if you can or not. I'll give it a go. Give it a try. But I don't really want to lose my warranty at the moment, so I'm just going to replace both of them. I'm going to go inside the caravan, see if I can switch off the solar charger. Now I'm going to replace that solar charger with a Victron MPPT, because a Victron will increase your output by about 30% and improve the lifespan of these batteries. So if you've got a caravan, something like this one, a big caravan, and you're going to replace your batteries next time, replace them with a couple of these. These are the go. They've got 2000 cycles, and they'll go for years compared to your lead acid or your the other one, which is I think it's what is it? It's got a mesh inside it, which is made of, it's a gel mesh, so you can have gel, or you have I think it's fiberglass mesh inside it, and they're meant to be a better battery, but these kill those and the acid batteries by miles. So yeah, this is the battery to get. Now, this isn't an advertisement for this company. You can get them from anywhere you want to and see if they work. I've got these, and I paid for both of them. Like I said, they were on special, so they were on half price, and then my wife got 10% off because she was eBay Plus. So, you know, these would be costing less than, let me try and think, well, they're $3.75 each. And if they're American, I'd say they'd be about $300 American. So like $300 American, even if they're shit for a couple of years, or if they're good, they're probably good. But you know, these will last me a fair while in the caravan. So yeah, let's keep working on it. We've got to open that up, take the battery compartment off, take all the nuts off, and then start changing it over. And that's a simple thing. So if you haven't done that before, and I suggest, because you've got power going to the solar from the solar panel, replace the live to the terminal first and then put the negative on if you can't switch it off. So that's probably the best way to go. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to try and get that board in the back there out, because I put it in and now it doesn't want to come out. And of course I'm going to have to try and get it out with all kinds of weird things. Anyway, so I'm sorry about the noise of the cars. This battery here is reading 13.17 volts, and apparently these can be put in parallel, so that should be good. This one here, nearly got it. This other battery is reading 13.18, so they're almost matching. They're not fully charged, because apparently fully charged they're 14.6, so we'll get there. But that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, coming straight from the manufacturer at that voltage. Okay, first thing, tried to fit this onto there with two lugs. One's for my gas heater and the other one's for the main solar power. This thing is a joke. It goes all the way into there, yeah. This washer won't come off because it's well, it will come off if I try and really pull it off, but this should be a little bit longer and deeper. So these lugs that they've put on here aren't good enough, so they need to be at least that high before you even think about, they need to be about that high to get the lugs on properly. I've never seen any battery that wouldn't use that. So virtually what they needed to do was double the length of these screw-ins for anticipating different lug systems. They haven't done that, so pretty pathetic by Volta. Not a bad thing, but not a good thing. They should have. Now I'm going to have to try and find these bolts from a distributor, and I'm going to have to try and find ones that are going to be able to go with this, because if you switch your metals around, these look like they're aluminium or something like that, you switch your metals around, you can have a inter-electrode capacitance problem where they will corrode and you'll have a capacitance build up on these connectors. And used to find them a lot in armoured vehicles, and now that I'm a civilian, and for about the last 11 years, it's going to happen again to me, because a company called Volta, I don't even know where they come from, they're probably Chinese, have not solved a problem. I've noticed on top of here that... Okay, I'm running out of light now. I've put the batteries in. I had to put one in reverse because the cabling is too short. I'm going to have to get longer cabling. It will do for the moment, considering it's in the sneeze phase of the world. It's probably going to work. And I've put that on there. It's got a fuse on it, on the positive, and that is for charging off my generator. I put that in ages ago. There is a wire over here for, if you've watched my videos, you'll remember I put in a gas heater. I'm going to have to zip tie that up, because otherwise that's going to rub and it's going to either short out or just make a real problem for me. Other than that, the screws in the top of them were totally wrong, so I ended up going to buy a heap of stainless steel ones and made them a bit longer, cut them a bit longer. I used a cut-off saw on my grinder, and then I cleaned them up with the miniature sander to make them go in right. Normally you could use a hacksaw and do it that way, but I didn't have the time to be doing that. I'm running out of light, so I've put it all in. All I have to do is screw it up. Not really impressed with those. I think they should have had washers on them. They might have had washers on them. I'll go through and fix that up. I think they are missing the washers now that I look down and I can see them sitting down there. Whoops. Anyway, I'm going to zip tie that to the back of that cable there, to the solar cable, and to the cables going back into the caravan. And yeah, these batteries are in. We'll see how they go in the next couple of months while we camp out in our backyard. One last thing before I stop this video. If you look at where this bar is compared to the positive side of the battery, or even the negative side of the battery, the actual lug should have been probably another 10 mil or so back from the edges. Not a really great idea. I've put them around the other way there, which is a lot better, but you know, that type of thing should have been a consideration. Other than that, I'll see how they go in the next couple of months. You guys can leave a comment. I'll leave you a comment how they went. And I know this isn't a full review of how the batteries are, but at the moment I can't really test them on the bench. I had to get them in, and I couldn't leave one out to test it because I would have to stuff around with it later on, so I thought I'd put them both in at the same time. Anyway, if you guys have got these type of batteries in your caravan, please leave me a comment and tell me how they went. Alright, catch you in the next one. Bye. Okay guys, I had to adjust my solar charger. It's putting out 14.5, sometimes hitting 14.6. It should be actually on 14.6 on both. Maybe it's working its way up to it, I don't know. I thought that with the extra panels in the actual caravan, it should be picking up 14.6. I actually adjusted it. I had to, I'm trying to adjust that in. Oh, damn. Sorry about the videoing of it, and sorry about the cars. So, I can turn it on there, but I have, looking at the power coming in, it seems to hit high and then go low. I'm thinking I'm going to need a MPPT in here to replace it. Now I set the, press the middle button. Now on different ones you'll need to adjust it. I've set it to 14.6, which is meant to be the voltage that the batteries are meant to hold, and you press the middle button, hold it on this one. I think it is. Or is it that one? Alright. You press both buttons. Yeah, you press both buttons and you should be able to adjust that up and down. So I'll leave it on 6. So yeah, that's what it's meant to be. So you adjust that to there and your battery should be right to go on your LiFepo4s. So every solar charge controller will be different, but these ones are made in China and they shouldn't be too hard. There's a drop-off voltage too. It can go down to 10 volts, but I've set it to 11.1. I don't want it to hit the bottom end of it. So, and yeah, that's it. So then I can just turn on the light system, and yeah, it'll do its thing. But at the moment, I'm just letting it go and letting it charge up. See how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna have to replace this with a better system. I'm sorry about lighting. I'm needing to replace it all with something decent that I can use a bit more, get a bit more power out of it. So MPPT. If you guys have used MPPTs, I've got one down the back. I've got an EP which I haven't used yet. If you've got one and got a good suggestion for one that can just take up this room here, adjust up to the top, please leave a comment below and tell me how you've gone with yours. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I would like to thank you all for watching and hope you're having a wonderful day. It is spring in Australia and the sun is out, so we're pretty happy. Okay, catch you next time. Bye.